Welcome CNG 130 or 124 online to week 12. Um, I did have a couple emails um, about last week's Lab 19. Um, make sure you guys are going back and looking at 15 as a start point for the lab assignments that have us doing Packet Tracer and now VLSM. It's going to be extremely important that you understand this because the final will be based around knowing this. We have 4 more weeks left in the course. This week, next week, week 14. Then we go into a break, Thanksgiving break. Then after we come back from Thanksgiving break, we have that full week and an additional 2 days. So if you're done by week 15, you're done with the course. If you still have assignments to turn in, those extra 2 days would be used for that. Or you can just really, I've had students do week 15 as it is, and then do the skills final and final exam. Those extra 2 days, I shouldn't say extra 2 days, they're the days in the course, but they just kind of fall in week 16, which we really don't have 16-week courses. We have 15-week courses. 15-week courses in 2 days. That's the best way to put it. So that's try to plan ahead, knowing that the skills final, 15% of your grade will be very, very similar to Lab 19 that we just got out of. So make sure you understand this fully. If you don't, get a hold of me. If you want to organize like study groups and give yourself class A's, B's, and C's, that'd be a great way to prepare for this. If they're also, if you're interested in developing your Cisco parameters further, you could start scripting. And here I have Notepad++, some CNG 132 stuff. So you start to write out basically your Cisco commands. Configure G. You start to write out your Cisco commands, and then you specify. You come up with this whole table here. You don't need the spaces, but you start to specify this whole table. And put in all your information here. So basically, when you're in your Cisco router, you just copy all this and paste all of it into your config. Like you have all your information, your gigabit, your serial ports, your static routes. What else am I missing? You do copy run starts. That's huge. Importantly, copy run start, memwrite. Very, very important concepts that you have to, because all these changes that you're doing do not take place until you do a copy into the starting configuration. So copy run start is huge, because all these things you're entering doesn't take place till you actually enter them through a copy run start. And then once you have all this information, and then you go back to, let's see what we have this week. 21. So here I have 21. Let me see if I can't do it like this. So I'm looking at oh, this is not an entry one. Whoa. So to conclude the scripting, basically you put all your information here. Then as you move from lab to lab, you basically just change your interfaces and your IPs, and it's very simple to do. This is what I would recommend doing if you are in going to CCNA 1 and 2. Learn how to write this little script, and it makes your life a lot easier instead of manually trying to enter these one at a time. You just kind of like get this out, look at it, and say, okay, my gigabit Ethernet is not 00, it's 01. I got to put in the IP now, and then do the serial. Let's jump to Lab 21. Lab 21's somewhat kind of new. Make sure you identify all the networks, and I'm sorry that it broke up here. I don't know what's going on with my little picture. But make sure you identify all the networks, 50 users, 28 users, 24 users, 30 users, 55 users. And then don't forget the serial links, serial link, serial link, serial link. So you do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 subnets. On this one, you got to count it 2, although it got kind of crazy here. I don't know what really happened to my serial connections. But you'd have to count again, 1 network, 2 network, 3 network, 4, 5, 6, and then count the serial connections to these routers to routers or serials. Yeah, and that's it. I think that's it for all of that. Transport layer is, I think we look at Wireshark again. Yeah, we look at Wireshark again. Make sure to do this on a network that doesn't have a lot of traffic, so you can actually see exactly what's going on. That really helps. If you're on school, and I don't know if you can do this in every computer department, but if you're on school, you do end up with a lot of traffic. Yeah, and that's really it. Not too hard, not too difficult for this week. Make sure you're starting to prepare yourself for the end. I would recommend getting groups together and start studying VLSM and assigning that VLSM into a packet tracer file. And that would best prepare you for the skills portion. That skills portion is usually what has the most hang up in 15. The final exam itself is just a multiple choice that you're able to do. And with that, I'll leave you guys adieu.